they consider it the first draft. They don't consider that you've been working on this for 4 or 5 years. Doesn't
Right.
even cross their mind. What they see is they see a foundation, and then they're gonna be interested in changing that into what
Mhm.
they think it needs to be to fit their needs. You have to have that mindset. You have a great attitude. You're humble, and I can tell when you're fun to get along with, and we have a good time. And when you're working with producers and managers, you want to make sure that you have that attitude
Mhm.
of the it's about the project, right? It's
Yep.
not about my vision, and it's about how do I make your vision happen.
So I know how hard it is to feel like you can have these conversations with the gatekeepers, with the key holders. You know, you're so passionate about writing and you're so passionate about your screenplay, and you know you believe that this one producer or this one director or this one rep that you're talking to is your golden ticket if you could just convince him. And that's too much. Like, that's
Yeah,
intimidating and
it is.
terrifying, and you're gonna there's no way you're going to come across in anything other than desperate.
It's
And when you
true.
right and when you come across as desperate, because that's truly how you're feeling in that moment,
Yeah.
when you come across as desperate, that turns that other person off. It's that doesn't feel good. The energy of with I'm going to get woo woo for a minute. The energy of desperation does not feel good to the person across from you.
It doesn't paint you well as a writer. It paints
Mm,
you as, I mean, it yeah, I guess desperate is the only way to it paints you, but people wanna work with someone that comes from a place of strength.
mhm.
But I don't mean arrogance. I mean
Right.
confidence. I mean,
Mhm,
I know the skill I have and I know the skill I can offer you. And I
mhm.
don't mean control, where you're overly controlling of the story and you can't edit anything, you can't change anything. Like this is how it has to be. Nobody wants to work with that guy either.
Nope.
Um, they want somebody that is confident in their ability and their skill. And that shows once you have that.
That confidence in your ability comes across as a willingness to make changes.
Yeah.
If I am not confident in myself, then I am married to these words because I don't feel like I can make the changes without destroying this
Right.
one piece of wonderment that I have created for you to buy from me.
Exactly. I think a lot of the issue is when you write a script and you present it to a producer or a manager or someone of quote keys to the kingdom, and we'll come back to that. Um, that they consider it the first draft. They don't consider that you've been working on this for 4 or 5 years. Doesn't
Right.
even cross their mind. What they see is they see a foundation, and then they're gonna be interested in changing that into what
Mhm.
they think it needs to be to fit their needs. You have to have that mindset. If you think, "I have presenting you this perfect piece of work," guess what? I mean, when Mank wrote Citizen Kane, he turned in a huge script that Orson Welles cut down and repaced together,
Mhm.
and it still it won best screenplay. So I mean, if he's getting rewritten,
Mhm.
you're gonna get rewritten,
Probably. That's
you
definitely
know?
gonna happen.
Um,
Yeah. It
and
it is a development process. It is a
yes,
collaboration. The script, and you're so right. And like I love the way you just put that. It is the starting point. It is the first draft that you're now all going to work together to make
yep,
even better. You're going to get notes from the junior exec. You're going to get notes from the main producer. You're going to get notes from the director if you're lucky.
yeah.
And the only way that that's going to happen is by your showing your willingness and to do so.
If you're getting notes from a manager or a producer, that's a good sign. That means
Mhm.
there's something that they like about it and they took the time out to tell you.